And that's the old Crochmore.
Aye.
Yeah.
And when was that built? Was that late 20s?
I would guess it would be.
There was a swing that was in there, wasn't there?
Yeah,
No,
a big swing seat, yeah.
A swing seat,
Yeah.
aye.
And that's King George under full steam. And my granny. And that's me.
Right, aye.
Haven't changed much.
Aye, that's Jimmy Calvert. He was Richard's grandfather's chauffeur,
Alright.
and they used to bring the wee three-wheel car over for the grandfather to get about in, and the chauffeur came with the car.
Just to remind you of the woolen swimming trunks you used to have.
Oh God, aye. I weighed about 3 ton when you got out of the water.
You're likely to fall off.
Aye, that too.
And that's the Bengalian.
Ah.
Well, I think it'll be in Dickie's. I think it'll be Tarbert, because that's where she was when she got the big wheelhouse on.
And anybody know about the Bengalian? Because she's obviously quite old at that point.
Well, I don't know where your father bought her, but back in those days then it was a cargo boat every 10 days from Glasgow. There was no cargo came through Mull. So the main way to get bulk cargo was either with the Bengalian or with Glencaradale, which both of them were herring ring netters, and your father bought the Bengalian because he was building a Iona pier at that time. And because the funnel's in the front of the wheelhouse, that meant that she's steam coal burner
There's her name there. If you can blow that up
Oh yeah.
on the
on the life belt.
Kaffa. Oh yeah, it's a Kaffa.
And you talked about the lorry.
That's the lorry, and that was used to haul all the gravel from the Macher for the building of the pier.
A water tank.
That was other for the water. Where the burn comes down at the side of the fire station today, you know, through that culvert, Then on the shore side of the culvert, those boys dammed that, and that's where they carried the water from for the camp.
Oh, right.
You know, they dammed it twice, the 2 dams.
And there's me and Alison and your dinghy.
At the water witch.
Mhm.
Now, is that the photo I thought I saw the Dickies
Aye.
sticker there?
Yes, it's there.
That's exactly the right place that it would be.
Right. Yep.
Wee brass plate.
Aye, you see, and there's the ring boat,
Oh aye, aye.
and the ring boat's still there.
It's still
It's
there.
in place. And that's you sitting in the stern of the Bengalian.
There's another
Yeah.
picture of it
Yeah,
with my father, Buddy, Christopher, and me. Up at Moyle, and my grandfather and grandmother, and corgis. They always had corgis.
Right.
And that's Charlie and Duke and Jimmy, and that was Iona Cameron. Was
And I
it?
think that's Iona Cameron and Mary and one of your brothers, yourself, I'm not sure. But that's too dark here for Alison, so I don't know who that could be.
Alison's driving. Wasn't it?
Yes, that's in Claymore. With the Highlander in the bow.
Aye.
And of course she was a ferry for Tyree, Barra, Loch Boysdale. Well, that's Charles McLean there. See with the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Charles
Aye.
was the chief scout.
Yep.
Was probably one of them's the Duke of Argyll, one of them three.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it be?
Hmm?
You think this is open games still?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No. Well,
Uh,
well done.
And now Britannia. Everybody decked out.
That boat is the same style as the Applecross.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Same stern, same bow.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can see the red carpet down for the Queen.
And then the heavens opened.
Oh, the putt-putts.
And the putt-putt boats, I remember that. And there's the launch.
Kind of naval thing, is it?
Aye, it's the Royal Barge, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
A permanent list.
And this is the helicopter that went out to the Skerryvore and that lot.
Oh, aye. Mm-hmm.
And it was Mr. Clutterbuck was the guy who drove it,
Right.
and I used to call him Mr. Clatterbang. So I
Can you imagine what it would get called now?
but Alison and Buddy got a lift,
Oh,
and it's got no doors.
aye.
They're just
Right.
there, and they,
Health and safety, yeah.
yeah, it used to be. Most of us survived.
No friend of staff, huh? Ian Mackenzie's here. Right. Islander there.
Mm.
The wee ferry, aye. And that, do you remember them? No,
Vaguely.
just the emergency slip.
Vaguely, yeah. Yep. Where's the swing? So the swing seat.
Aye,
Yeah,
aye, that's
yeah.
it. Aye. Springtime as well, the daffodils are out.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Aye,
And that's the big ferry, is it?
that's the Seagull, aye, pretty sure.
Not entirely sure where.
It's kind of difficult. Isn't it? I think that's a great photograph.
That sounds good, isn't it? Yeah. And it used to go steaming right through the
Aye.
inner
Aye, right
bit
through
of
the inside, eh?
yeah.
Aye.
Coasting along. No radar on it, so it's quite old. HMS Shackleton doing
Oh,
the
survey.
survey. Aye.
And there's
Here.
That's the saw. This is a really interesting photograph, Alistair.
Yes.
Really interesting, because you were involved in the discussions with that lot from Wick, the pier builders, and I told them all that the bottom of the pier was built in 40-gallon drums, and there it is.
Aye, there they are. Aye.
And this is the steel shuttering. That's Donald McCallum, who's the foreman for Richard's dad.
Aye.
and it continues to amaze me is the fact that they allowed
kid was
these
allowed to
little
sing
kids.
Aye.
Aye.
Count,
That's one of us.
count the number of crash helmets too. There's a bonnet, another bonnet,
Aye.
another bonnet.
That looks like Felicity.
Aye. Derry, Felicity and Islander. Doing the yacht. Oh, and this is the sandbank camp. It's really very early in the year though, because the field's still black.
No, scouts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Alison, isn't it?
Yeah,
And some of you.
yeah. But
Alison.
that's quite a good one, I think. The
How about the
Biscuit tins, aye.
pork barn. Ian Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
You thought that does look like Doody,
Aye.
sort of.
Mm-hmm.
A thinner Doody.
Yeah.
On the boat.
Mm-hmm. That'll be John McFarlane. And that'll be the north end of Stafford.
And it starts to appear.
See the King George?
Oh, right.
Aye.
Aye.
And right close in.
The Highland Home Industries.
Aye.
Yeah, post office. It's quite changed when you see that.
Mhm. And that's
Sea
Sea
Laughter
Laughter
2,
2 and Felicity. And
McBrain's buddies. The red below and the green roof.
Yeah, it's a good style of cars and things.
Alright.
And there's sea lamps for two.
Mm.
Don't know what the other is. And then Abbey.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Green Valley, the Abbey.
I think this is the joiner shop when it was in against the north wall of the abbey in the cloisters.
And that's
and
the museum.
This is the
Museum.
museum at the start.
And that, I think, is Carl Allison can confirm that. American
Right,
minister.
right. You can see the crosses there.
Aye.
Yeah.
Lots of attempts to repair it, if I remember right.
Mhm. And the shiny new Durham.
Aye.
So that's 63.
Looks like a mini pilgrimage.
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
Look all quite young.
That's Chandra 2.
This will be the Felicity, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Cara
The colour. Right. Oh, fine.
with the two funnels, yeah.
Right.
Ooh, fair square of folk on that shoulder.
This is all I thought it was.
And the other Durham down there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, is that David Kirkpatrick I see?
Right. And I was thinking about this after this. That's Hugh Lamont. That's Father Hugh, and there's young Hugh.
Is that the Iona, is it?
That's the Iona,
Aye.
the Alva,
Alva.
or shield. And that's the Elephant, and that's the
The
Dolphin.
dolphin there, aye.
No, the Barber.
That's the Barbara, isn't it?
Barbara.
Aye. The dolphin would be just out of picture
Aye.
on my left there.
Right.
And that, I thought was the Jean.
And that's going from left to right, what you've just described.
There's Archie.
That's the white cap near the right.
Right. And there's Lachy, there. And I think that's Mackay's dinghy.
That's the white one on the right.
Stern of the Alva. So Bob McClellan could be in that if there were shields there.
Aye. There's a bunny wee varnish dinghy here too.
Aye, that's
See
it.
folk in.
That's us.
That's the Felicity's tender.
That's
No.
Neville
Oh no, that's
Davidson
aye. He said
and
that.
Peggy
yeah.
Davison
Aye,
and
aye.
my uncle.
Aye, your uncle.
And there's Teal.
Dairy. Look at the look.
A well-made dinghy there.
It was a good day for it, just as well,
Oh,
eh?
Well, it's quite the Viking.
And that's the toilet block.
Top piece on it.
That's the toilet. And I think it was built in 63.
And this hadn't terribly long been exposed.
No,
No.
no. Now see, there's that same man
Same
again.
fella again, aye.
There
That's
you
the
are.
dolphin there now.
That's, and you.
And me, yeah, that's me on the right.
Uh,
I think that might be Alistair, Barbara, and Chris on the.
My father's at the bow.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can
I'm
recognise
not
that.
sure who's next to him.
With Jenny.
Me with my back to here, my mother.
Right.
That's a big seagull, isn't it?
Right.
Aye.
That was big, powerful
'Cause
ones.
That's what we had. We had
And that's the
1.5 horsepower.
40 plus.
Aye.
You only touched the flywheel once, didn't you?
Yes, lesson learned. Is that somebody with a wee bit of sailor? I guess
Oh,
sailor.
is it the car?
Oh, it could be.
Oh,
That
right.
bit
aye.
heading away or
Yeah.
coming or something.
Aye.
No, because the people are still there.
That must have been the car coming in, is it?
See, that's like the Barber. Yeah.
It is quite, aye. Take it. Oh, the blackboard.
Right.
Yeah. I just remember that being full of rocks. Just it counted all sorts of stuff,
That's a
didn't it?
big black block of rubber somewhere in here,
Aye.
a bale of rubber.
There's one of
is,
them,
that, is that one of them there?
Mhm. Because they resurrected her. Two big seagulls.
I remember it being big and slow anyway.
No, that's cylinder. Petrol barrels. That's our dinghy, but I don't know whose dinghy that is. And I think that's the Sheena, Archie's boat.
All right, aye, she was pretty fine, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was sleek, wasn't she?
She was built to to sell the Kelvin E2 engine.
Hector.
Hector. Alison. No, we're getting on a bit.
Dave McCone's van.
Modern times.
Was it?
When would Dave have been here first? About 67, 68?
I think so, that's probably. Well, the rest of it was built in that 72 time,
Aye.
and it was only a few years before that, and that gave Gordon the idea for that.
Do you know whose dinghy that is?
Aye, it's our dinghy.
The parcels and
The wee sailing dinghy.
That's, I think it's the Smalls, Colin Small.
Aye.
So it's Neil MacArthur's boat, the Sheena, I don't know whose that dinghy is, but that looks like a pram dinghy. The Elevan, Finlay Finlayson's boat,
Aye.
Dolphin, and is that the pram, your pram dinghy?
Aye.
And that was from right to left.
Betty Cameron's parcel.
Puffer.
Aye. And from my memory, that's for the villagers, and a couple of drills each.
There's a wall round the door now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, aye.
And did he build that wall?
Not quite.
And then the sheep.
That's Alison again.
That's not Alison Wagstaff, is it?
It could well
Could
be.
very well be.
Aye.
Did he?
Yeah, did he?
And the well. One thing is, it's pretty extraordinary that he wore his cap to go down the well.
Aye.
The last one.
No, the master. And that's Hugh
Hughie
Carmichael's
Carmichael.
boat. Yep. And Ian Morrison skippered her for a wee while
And devotion.
in the devotion in the scene. That conservative looks quite good there when it's new, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Peter Ross's house new. That's that. Okay. I take it that's an early ferry, you know.
Yeah, yeah. What was the minister?
Harry Miller.
Harry Miller and friends.